I do now, I do for the sake of the people of the world. But there is one man here on earth who will never kneel before you.
Who is this imbecile?
This imbecile is me, Tim Enriquez, excited to announce week 3. And this is some brother-on-brother action. And no, you did not accidentally log on to X-Hamster. We're still keeping it reasonably clean here, folks. This is TFO. And we've got myself going up against my older, wiser, better-looking, but not stronger brother in our first battle. This is his first season. So let me bring this up. And let's get this puppy started. 3, 2, 1. And the winning formula, so he has a Formula 1 team. My older brother Mark has, I've even forgotten the guy's name just then, but coming back. Going up against my 80s toys. Now, winning formula in week 2 lost an absolute heartbreaker. They were down 13 points with 90 seconds left, scored, got the onside kick, scored again, up by 1 with 30 seconds left. Then the team drives down and kicks a field goal in the very last second. Painful. 80s Toys is 2-0, but hasn't quite dominated all the opponents like expected. So let's see what happens here. Here comes Battle Cat, looking to take over MVP in Homelander's absence. Can he get one more diver? Does, and that is the way that you want to start. Now, I might have given my brother a little bit of help building this team. Obviously, I wasn't going to help him enough to have any chance at beating me. So let's see if that worked out the way it was supposed to. A lot of pressure there, but they do sneak it through on the near field goals thanks to the legend, the measuring stick. And so the Sandbox fires it after a 7-0 lead. There's that returner coming back. Tsunoda brought down at the 38. We've got a varied mix of plays here. I am not a super F1 guy myself, so I may be mispronouncing some of those names. Leclerc gets it in coverage. Should have been picked, but we've got the league-leading QB in the Formula 1 team, Max, who then has pressure, fights off a man, and finds him for a TD strike right back. So take that, you little shitbag, little bro. And Max Verstappen says, there's no Verstappen me. Here I come. And there's no pressure from the 80s Toys as that strong line is going to hold. And it is 7-7. This offense can strike for the winning formula at any time. Cabbage Patch, not looking super fast, finally hits the outside, but kind of seems to run slow along that sideline. He was moving up in that direction. So here's Optimus Prime, going to pitch it up to Battle Cat, who of course had that amazing initial run. Battle Cat doesn't look super good, but here he comes. Can he get a diver here? He does. 20, 10, could it be 2 in a row? It is. Battle Cat, my favorite action figure. Let He-Man climb aboard that and let's go save the world. Runs in for 2 strikes on 2 plays. And again, it's a good extra point. So just like that, this is turning into a battle of heavyweight shots. You just tuned into Slapfest here, baby. And Tsunoda looking to get to the outside. Can't quite get to where he would, but did move beyond the 30. It's an offset formation. Let's see if the line holds here. And, oh no, the Smurfs. There were a lot of 80s toys there. My juiced up left end was trying to get in. Thundercats trying to lead the sack all by himself. Oh, they missed the dive. They give it to Hamilton. Hamilton doesn't look crazy fast. He's got a couple of run plays in the RB1 spot. Here's Max. They may give it right back to him. No, they fake it. Not much pressure there. He avoids a diver and then finds Leclerc, who then tosses someone for an extra 2 yards. That play either gets swallowed up early or often works big time. Now they pitch it to everybody's favorite classic run play, the RNS sweep, who somehow he's still on his feet. Can anybody get to him? They find him. They drag him down inside the red zone. Everybody thought that play was over. The refs were telling everybody where to line up. And Max and then Hamilton was not going down. He does go down that time. Nice 4-yard gain, but maybe they found something that worked. Once again, they're in the spread offense. They're going to pitch it right back down. The defense is somewhat there. He tries to take an angle. Oh, I would have tiptoed down the sideline. 3rd and 2. Now we go motion. Let's see if that line holds. It does. They give it to Hamilton, who is able just to get the first. Needed to gain 3. Suddenly it is 1st and goal. Offset formation for Max. But a lot of pressure, and the animal, that's right, folks, it's a truck with claws that come out of the wheels. What could be cooler than that if you're 12? I'll tell you nothing. This time the line holds, and he's going to have a lot of choices, but he pushed it. Joe, in his excitement, pushed it just beyond the line of scrimmage. Leclerc could not come down with it. He's going to have a man across the middle. He's going to lead him there, but there is a defender there, and they tie him up. Huge defensive stop in what looks like a battle of heavyweights. Who's going to score the most here? And there's a lot of pressure. There's contact with the holder. It's blocked. It is blocked, and in a pile of 80s toys, here comes Piano Dance Mat, looking to go, and gets to the 29. Wow, check that out. So that was so close. 1st and goal to 7. Come away with no points. Here's Battle Cat. This time, first time, doesn't find the end zone. Brought down after a 5-yard pickup. Man in motion. Battle Cat expected again. Looking to find some freedom. Get some divers. One more diver to go. And they do not get over anxious. They bring him down at the 25. Heavy rush team, because that's what fucking worked. Battle Cat finding the outside, tosses a man, but then that's one of his paws stepped on the line. They're calling him down. But he says, fuck it, give it to me again. This time I'm going, baby. This time I'm all the way. Battle Cat, call it TD number 3. There it is. The big spike, the big score. Those giant canines actually just ripped through the ball. They need a new one. But this one is blocked. So 1 blocked field goal, 1 blocked extra point. Will that come back to haunt them? The sandbox fires it to Sonoda, who's twirling people. He's obviously spent some time in the gym. Finally, they got to chop him down at the knees. They're trying to get their run game working. Let's see what we got. One of the best run defenses in the league is the 80s toys, but they still pick up 7 on them. Double back set. Max is going to do the flea flicker, and he's going to have Leclerc wide open. It's a dead strike touchdown. Leclerc from Max. They bought on the flea flicker. They were just bragging about how good they are against the run, and Max leads them in. Leclerc sneaks past the defense. No one is there. More pressure, though, but they sneak it through. And it's just a 6-point gain based off of that mixed extra point. Medium kick, slightly angled to the far side from Gasly. Cabbage Patch Kid takes it. Bad angle, goes right between 2 people, brought down immediately at the 30. Here comes the pitch out to Battle Cat. Doesn't have as much room to work with. Oh, it thought maybe he could sneak through for a huge gain. Still picks up 7. We won't be complaining. Will we see the run up the middle? No, they're going to try the off tackle, but they have sniffed it out and lose 5 on the called play. Now they try the offset formation. Another called play. Down goes Optimus. Alfa Romeo with the big sack, and suddenly the formula will get the ball back. Doesn't look like the greatest kick to my eye. It is not from your brother's Playboy. My brother himself. Oh, this was not the brother who showed me the Playboy. He had more morals than that. All right, now it's 4 wide. They're going to start with the run. Try to soften him up a little bit. Gets a lot of blockers. Look at the chop blocker. Did you see him, folks? Did you see him take 2 men out with 1 chop block? Is there anything better than that? Now we get our own called play right back at you. Loss of 4. 2nd and 14. They're going past. They don't do a good job of covering Leclerc. He's there, able to avoid 2 quick divers. Look at the speed of him. Gets a diver. There's only 1 man who has a chance, and he does not have a chance. He stumbles and falls, and Leclerc is in the end zone, spiking the ball, revving his engine, doing some burnouts. as Max is just connected for another TD strike. And here is the go-ahead point. They get in close, but they sneak it through, and it is 21-20. The 80s Toys fans are stunned at home. Who would have thought that winning formula could be within this, could actually have the lead? And then it's a big tackle. Cabbage Patch Kid looks like he's shifted to bad. Here they plunge up the middle. They don't take some good angles, and so they give Battle Cat a big 25-yard pickup. Time a bit of a factor. 1:08 in the second. 55 yards to Pater. Here comes that off tackle. He's dancing way too much. Battle Cat saw Panthera in the stands, wanted to flex a little bit, raised a leg to take a piss, and that let all the defense come around. Let's see if he can be smarter. Oh, he should have used his blockers there. Picks up a decent amount. Really burned a lot of time on those last two plays. They went from looking good to desperately hoping for a field goal. They will not get a field goal, as it is a called play, and they are forced to punt it away. So barring something unforeseen, they will go down at half. The dogs are in. Look at Sonoda. God, he's a tough guy. Finally brought down. Shh, Hungo. Hush, hush. No one's on that bus, dude. Oh, this is dangerous. Called play here. Big sack. Power wheels. Yes, I got teased for having power wheels when I was 8 and everybody else had a real bike. Fuck off. Can we get another called play? No. Oh, they almost had him there. And Russell's just going to burn out the clock. So there it is. An excellent second quarter for the winning formula. Able to put up 14 against the 80s Toys defense, not as strong as one is expected. And they now have the lead. And the ball. Sandbox kicks it off deep. Sonoda's had some good returns and been a strong player. He is tied up, fights off somebody, brought down at the 33. 10 minutes of Tecmo time left. Let's see what happens. Once again, it's the run. And he's tossing people. Picks up solid 7, staying ahead of the chains. Leia, relax for a second. Pressure, Thundercats. Oh! Trying to add to that sack total. Needs a couple this game to stay on pace. See if he can get hot. Oh, Max, look at the moves of Max. He sneaks through the defense. He may pick up used a brilliant use of the blockers there. They can't strip the ball at the end. What a play by the QB and the heartthrob. Now they're going reverse. Where's the defense? They're all shifted in the shittiest spot possible, and he is just going to walk in for the TD. I know someone is digging in his goddamn pants right now. Cannot believe the TD strike. Little bit of pressure. Would love to get a block because now we are 2 scores down. Decent kick. Cabbage Patch Kid has not had very effective returns here. Let's see what he can do. Come on, cut back down. Oh, now we got a little something. Can he get around him? There we go, Cabbage. Come on, be one diver. 20, 10, and he's looking at me right now. It's one of those ugly Cabbage Patch fuckers flicking me off, saying, God damn it, coach, you got no faith. What do you think of that? So much for no returns. Big TD. He may have shifted at least to average, maybe up to good at the halftime as the coach was throwing around the chalkboard. That is the response that we were looking for. Sandbox fires it down. Here's Sonoda at the 18. A lot of pressure. Again, fighting through people. Extremely strong. Out to the 33. Make it the 34. Double back set. They're going to go flea flicker. They're going to leave the RB2 open, and he gets off the ball, avoids a diver, makes a brilliant move, makes him look like a fool, and is there, brought down just outside the red zone. Check out the yak on that guy. Here comes some motion. We need to push through. Most guys are covered. He's going to toss it to Carlos, who had an amazing game last week. but unable to bring that down despite a massive vertical. They try the flea flicker again. We got to turn around and sack him. No, he gets it off to Leclerc super quick, but he can't keep it in. The man was in his face, and the pressure is too much for Max. He's starting to crumble. He feels like the wheels, he feels a vibration. He doesn't know what's happening, and they bring him down. That's going to, oh! And we mentioned the wheels are starting to fall off. George Russell, the RB2, does not featured heavily, but he just hit a wall, folks. The yellow is out. And get that fucker in there. And that is significant. That stops the TD attempt. Here comes a field goal. Pretty easy field goal. Perfectly lined up. And somehow sneaks through a horde of men. 4-point lead. Pierre Gasly. Did that last meal I had have beans in it? Because I'm feeling awfully ghastly. Let's see what Cabbage can do. He tries to drink people in. Oh, if only he could have emerged out of that like my son did on homecoming night. Right up the middle, take a step through, and suddenly it's Pater. Because ain't no one catching that motherfucker. Here comes Battle Cat. Big throw. God, my dogs are farting. All divers! And it is touchdown. I'm actually making sure and shit in my room. It smells so bad in here. All right, Battle Cat. That is the what we wanted. And it looks like that the toys are responding after getting yelled at by their coach. 3-point lead, though. Certainly cannot rest on the laurels given the high-powered offense of the winning formula. Here comes Tsunoda. He's had some good returns, and he stays in the middle. They finally drag him down, but well past the 40. Big return. They're going for the deep strike, but they sniffed it out. They sniffed it out, and G.I. Joe is there. God, that line is holding very well. He's got him right across the middle. Look at the moves he makes. All the way down to the 27. That O-line not allowing anybody to come through. It's really rather disappointing. Here's Hamilton tossing people left and right, tossing 3 guys, hard work for 5 yards. Are they going to give it right back to him? He's saying, feed me. He's saying, feed me. Here he comes, gets some nice blocking, and he is going to be just short, 6 inches short. That's what his wife said. They're going to give it right back to him. He's got a lot of green this time. I'll do it right this time, honey. Look at the move. Look at the little shimmy inside, the plant, the break, and the move. Wow, and just like that, winning formula has reclaimed the lead. 3 seconds left. Pressure up the middle, not blocked, and it's back to a 4-point lead for the winning formula. Relatively short kick this time to Cabbage Patch. Let's see if he can find some green. There, that's what we were looking for. Those were the moves we wanted to see. Now it's an all-out sprint. Doesn't get a diver, but a great return to the 26. Are we going to pitch it out? We are. Decent setup for Battle Cat. Can he find some Pater? Can he find some Pater to the sprint? Yes. Look at those 4 paws gallop and turn up the turf as Battle Cat strikes. Big touchdown, and again the lead is shifted back to 80s Toys. The kick is up. Sneaks through. 3-point lead. How many lead changes are we going to have? Huge quarter for the Toys with 21. Tsunoda stands at the 8, or whatever the fuck he was, the 7 or 8, gets out to the 25. God, they leave him wide open. I don't like this. Leclerc is there. He's going to just walk in. A complete failure by the defense. There's nobody even in the fucking screen. Again, they bite on the flea flicker, desperate for the fumble, but it wasn't even close. It was just perfectly played. That's how you draw it up. That is called pitch and catch, friends. And a deep, deep throw. That'll help his stats. And just like that, almost no time off the clock, 30 seconds, and winning formula back on top with 45 points. This time they sniff out Cabbage Patch, do not let a good return, he only gets out to the 20. Double back set. They go that cross tackle, the cross off tackle, they're trying to keep it on the ground. He cannot quite get the huge one, but a big 15 yards. May just come down to who has the ball last. Let's see what happens. Oh, Cat should have cut on the end. Still running. Look at the strength of Battle Cat. None shall stop him. Here he goes, 20. You're not catching that motherfucker. There it is. What a game Battle Cat has had. Just racking up the TDs. Taking advantage of Homelander sitting in the hospital while his German girlfriend regrows her legs. And it is a good kick through, and it's a 3-point lead again. Still lots of time left. Each team may possess the ball 2 more times at this rate. They come flying through. The blockers hold. He finds a good angle. Look at the moves. The safety is slow to respond. A lot of divers. Finally, they bring him down at the 24.
Ready, down, put.
There's some pressure. They pick it up. The wide receiver 1 is open. Oh, but he wraps up. Will anybody get to him? Will anybody get there and free him? They're just fighting and fighting. And finally, G.I. Joe is finally able to bring down Max. All that for a 2-yard loss. They may be going flea flicker here. They've been burned several times. Finally, they pick up some defense. And that time they stand in front. Could not get the pick. There's been no fumbles, no turnovers in the game so far. And this time they got to wrap him up. Yes, Max trying to do a little too much. G.I. Joe seems starting to get his number. And so it will be a tying field goal attempt from the bottom hash. Here comes Gasly. Gasly, it's going to be close. Does he doink it in? Does he doink it off? He doinks it in for the tie. Here, Gasly, 48-48. Here comes the Cabbage Patch. Can he do anything? He's got to cut back up through everybody, down. Look at the move. He did his own thing. Gets a diver, needs one more man to beat. It's a full-speed sprint, and Cabbage Patch with 2 TDs, folks, for kickoff returns. How impressive is that? What a response. A lot of people come flying in. They do sneak it through, though, and it is a 7-point lead. Right at this rate, we're going to be setting the all-time scoring record for TFO.
Ready, down, put.
They're going reverse. Defense not in great position. There's 1 or 2 men there. Oh, they don't take good angles on them. They take shitty angles on them. Look at Leclerc. He's had a hell of a game.
Ready, down, put.
Now we're going to get that pitch down. Pretty good blockers. Oh, they do. He hurls a guy, but is brought down, but is right at the line of scrimmage. My girl. 90 seconds left. Shh. Hung up. Shh. A lot of pressure. Oh, but Thundercat's hoe goes for the wrong guy. And they find it. They squeak it into Leclerc, even though he's perfectly covered. That you can't help but be a little bitter about. There's pressure. Oh, and they wrap him up. Now they go motion. 58 seconds left. This time, Thundercats ho is there. 3rd and 20. Time beginning to tick. They try the reverse. It's worked well. The defense is confused. Who has the ball? He's going to make it in. Leclerc gets the tying score. Unbelievable. Charles Leclerc is there. It's going to come down to this extra point to tie. Can the 80s toys get in and knock it down? There's one man who can knock it down, but he doesn't. Does Cabbage Patch Kid have one more amazing return in him? He's done so much already. Come on, where are the blockers? Oh, brought down at the 30. They need a miracle. What are they going to go for? Are they trying to run? Are they trying to pass? It looks like they're trying to pass. Everybody is covered. I don't like this. Could have been picked. 14 seconds. Looks like we're playing for OT. Unless Battle Cat can just launch a giant one. Can he get the throw off? Oh, Steiner, he had wide receiver 1 wide open. And it'll be a last-ditch attempt.
Ready, down,
They decide to go with a run. Can Battle Cat possibly do it? But he cannot. 55. Here we go in motherfucking OT. The Toys gets the ball. Will they be ballsy and try an onside kick? Ghastly to kick. They decide to go normal and trust their defense. Cabbage Patch at the 12. Hold on to the ball, you little bastard. Make some moves, brought down at the 35. Let's just see a steady dose of Battle Cat and pray they're not called plays. Right up the middle. Can he get a little something? Picks up 6. Double back set once again. Plunge up the middle once again. There's your first down. Oh, he was able to toss one guy, but somehow tripped. They said his hind leg, the ankle portion, touched. They're going a little razzle-dazzle, flea flicker. They get to Castle Grayskull, who keeps... Oh, pick up your feet, Grayskull. You're almost there. Will they try a field goal if they get close? It's a called play to Cat. They're going to lose yards. 2nd and 15. Man in motion. Here comes the Battle Cat. Doesn't have a ton of options. Only picks up a couple. 3rd and 9. Will it come down to a field goal attempt? They're going flea flicker. Grayskull is open. They jump it over. He's still there. Brought down at the 11. They trot out the field goal unit, thinking it's a gimme. They're at the bottom, though. It is not a guarantee. Plus, there's been a lot of pressure. There is some pressure. Gets through. And boom. Boom. Oh. Right when you thought you were going to cross that finish line and take the checkered flag, unfortunately for you if you're a winning Formula fan, no can do. Look at all the yards given up. 600 yards in a disappointing show by the Toys. The Formula comes out, puts up 55 points on the 3-time champ. Max with an amazing throw. Charles was brilliant, but of course Battle Cat with all those TDs. What an epic battle for these division rivals in their first lineup. There it is, folks. Thanks for spending time down in the dungeon with Tim.